wrote
Yeah.
all kinds of different pamphlets and stuff. So yeah, I was just going through the ones that I have. I want to make them more available. They have breath of life, your eyes, your imagination, diet, your sex life, light of the logos. And then he did a magazine. Did you know about the mansion
I
builder?
do. I saw the pamphlets when I was at the bookstore, so I've seen most of those. But that pamphlet, what is that? That's a
The
journal?
mansion builder. Yeah, it was like a month, maybe a monthly thing that he put out for a weekly, maybe dedicated to the building of the new city of mental physics.
You are hooked into, you really like are kind of the repository of like the Dingle Library, aren't
It's
you? I mean,
it just has always felt weirdly like a I can't, it's like I can't
yeah.
get out of it. Like I came here to do it. So I just,
It's so weird that people are drawn to that thing and that you feel that so deeply is super clear, and it's really quite amazing that you're that that you are kind of like the shepherd of the continuing shepherd of his work.
yeah. And every time I want to quit, sometimes I get to the point where I'm just like, what am I doing this for? Like, is anyone benefiting from this? But then I think, yes, in other avenues of things, maybe the YouTube videos that people practice or whatever, um, you know, or even just if it's just us that get on here and we raise our vibration and send it out to the planet, it's valuable.
Yeah, for
And I
sure.
just don't want it to get lost. There's so much valuable information. I mean, these are divine truths that he has, made them very succinct. Everyone has told me for a while that I should maybe modernize some of it a bit. So, I've been toying around with that, just like, so it's not such old English in many ways, from the, the verbiage of the
I
1920s. But
I both agree and disagree with that because there's something that is feels original about his, because it's not modernized, it's not like simplified, or it's not because sometimes things are made more easily digestible and they're really watered down.
yeah,
And so, I mean, I kind of do get the language, but I love language and I love listening to the way the phrasing, the things that there's a innocence that, we're so jaded today. We want everything fast and easy. And, just, I like his language, and there's
yeah.
something, yeah. Anyway.
It's so true. I've loved it all along. And that's why I have never done anything to modernize it. I just teach it exactly the way that it is, because I think there's also there's a power in that. It
Absolutely.
came down from master to student, as he says, mouth to ear for thousands of years. So I need to teach it the way I learned it. Otherwise, it would distill some part of it. It's like that game. I always think of that childhood game where you whisper,
Telephone.
yes, and it's like six people and the whole thing goes awry.
Well, there was a great New Yorker cartoon, and these guys are it's a conference table, and they're all businessmen, they're all men, and the one guy turns to the other and he says yes, and then the guy says yes, and then it comes like yes, Y-E-Z, and then it becomes yes sir, and then it becomes yes sir, and then somehow it becomes The Prisoner of Zendo, the movie The Prisoner of Zendo, and then it says said no, Zed no, 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 and then the last guy says so it's decided. So the first guy says yes, and then it goes
Oh my
through
gosh.
this, and it translates to no by the end, and the last guy says so it's decided.
Oh, that
So
is
it's
so
really funny.
funny. So actually the underlying intention, the oneness of all of them worked out in the end, but it just goes to show you how many different variations of the perception there are, right? Is
Well,
different
it
as
was
every
actually
individual.
the yes became a no at the end. So actually
Oh,
so what I'm saying is
oh,
that actually got lost over the years. I think
oh.
that's one of the challenges. I mean, if you look at the Bible, which the Bible has been changed so many times over the years. In fact, I've heard that there was absolutely the idea of reincarnation until maybe the 12th or 13th century, and then they were like, you can't have reincarnation if you want people to believe in hell, and if we're going to control people. I even question, one of the reasons that a lot of Buddhism, it's like the Eightfold Path, the Five Noble Truths. I mean, do you know why they're numbered? Why a lot of the Buddhist principles are
No,
numbered?
I
So
don't.
you would remember them.
Oh,
If you have the Eightfold Path, you have the Eightfold Path, and the person telling you is like, oh, I only remember 7. You know, then the teacher is like slaps him in the head. It's
yeah.
like there are 8 of them. There
Oh,
are 8.
exactly.
So it helped pass down those from generation to generation if they were numbered.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that
So,
makes sense. And you know
right.
that, yeah, that is the reason to just continue to pass everything down, though exactly as it is,
Well,
and keep it organized.
and that's the challenge. It's like, yeah, things that are passed down from mouth to ear over many centuries, if not millennia. I, you know, you. It's one of the reasons. So what's super interesting about Buddhism? Have you ever been to the Goenka retreats? And did you ever go to the one I'm sorry, in 29 Palms, right across the border from
Yes,
Joshua Tree?
yes. I've
Okay,
done 4
you've
Vipassanas,
done.
and I
Oh,
did 3 of them there.
we talked about that. So I think we may have talked about a lot of this already. So there's a book. There's a fascinating book by this guy used to be. Anyway, I can't find it. His name is Philip Moffat, and I'll be brief because I know we want to start doing these exercises. But he says by far, the biggest misunderstanding about Buddhist theory and Buddhist practice is that the Buddha was telling us to feel it in our bodies, to explore what was just like those Goenka retreats, right? And he says a lot of Dharma teachers are just talking about, it's watching mind states or the breath, both important. He says, but Philip Moffat said, by far the biggest misunderstanding is not doing the body exploration. And that, as Goenka says, it started in India, but for some reason it was kept whole in Burma. Burma, right? I don't know how well you remember that. I've done 2, you've done 4, but he says for some reason that seems to have stayed pure. A lot of the Buddhist teachings got changed, translated, Zen, all sorts of twisted, and like who knows, like what the Buddha. But evidently the Goenka technique is really quite pure and has retained the original intent for the 2,500 years.
Oh
So
no,
yeah.
it's so true, and you can feel that, and actually it goes along with your somatic work. And that was one of the things that I've always been very intellectual in my spirituality. I mean, up
Right.
until I found mental physics, and it really brought me into my physical body.
Yeah.
And then it also allows the experience, like your somatic work, of the creator at work within the temple. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
mental physics teaches. So I didn't even, and even that, just like any other esoteric mystical teaching, it evolves as time goes on. It goes
Yeah.
deeper as you go deeper inside your body, and you
Yeah.
actually find that that's where the trauma is. That's where everything is. That's where
Yeah.
all of it, and the mind is valuable for choice,
Right. Exactly.
controlling, for maybe and imagining the reality the way that we would like to see it, because that
Yeah.
is totally possible as well. And
Yeah.
that's why they keep all this stuff a secret, because they can't control someone who is the
Who is
creator of
enlightened?
the universe, channeled through every individual.
Yeah.
you know and I have gone through fears of worrying about saying that. I've talked to you about that, feeling like people would think, oh, that's blasphemy, that she's saying she is God or they are God or whatever. But yes, that's what I'm saying. We are all God, and we all have the power of the universe within us to use spiritual energy to manifest in the physical realm. And sometimes it's just choosing one higher thought out until you can raise your vibration up to something that's going out into the universe. That's, I have to tell you one more thing, and then we'll get going. This group that Mindy and I participate with, they do soul activation in the mornings at 7:40, Legendary Tribe. And it's on the legendaryzoom.com. I'm just going to give them a shout out in case I post this, but it's changed my life. And they talk a lot about that, about, raising your vibration first thing in the morning, and that one individual can change, like, I'm going to get the numbers wrong, but it's something like 90,000 other people around them. And then if you have a group together, it's some, like in the millions or something, some crazy amount of shifting of the energy. So it is valuable work. Any one person that does their own work is rippling out, for all of us.
I forgot we were recorded. I'm sorry. And if there's ever a time when you're like, I just want to do this course and I really want to post this particular class and just let me do the teaching, I will definitely sit by on the side. I just want to say one last thing though. That Goenka retreat that I did in 29 Palms, that's what got started me on the whole somatic exploration. It led me to Tai Chi and Qigong and ecstatic dance, and then some trauma work and tension and trauma release exercises and Peter Levine and eventually somatic experiencing and this whole coaching thing. So it was that 29 Palms retreat that kicked off. It has changed the entire last decade of my life.
It's amazing. That's what it did for me too. It kicked off that going into my body practice, and understanding it in a new level. And I just want to say, if you don't want me to have you on YouTube, because that's fine too, but I think it's very valuable. You have a lot of information to say. And if you don't mind, could you say your website as well? So if people are wanting to learn more about going in the body and everything.
I'm totally fine with that. It's I forgot my website. It's Health Story Coaching, and now I have to look it up.
Okay, we'll look it up, and I can post it below too, but
healthstorycoaching.com. Yep.
Health Story Coaching.
Yep. .com.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, we should get going. Mindy, I think you're there, and I love you.
I love you too, Mindy.
I think she's having a hard day today, so let's raise our vibration. All right, let's get into prayer. And
we're gonna sit first. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say a little prayer. In this moment, we are knowing that where we are, God is. God is always where we are. Just become aware of this energy within us, centering us, giving thanks for the breath of life that helps calm us and relax us and center us inside our own being. For this divine energy and essence that is us, that expresses as us, that listens to the universe through us, and sees the sights of the universe through our eyes, we give thanks. We give thanks for all of our sacred emotions, all of the feelings that arise and pass away, knowing that this is part of our entire being, the completeness of the all that is. There's no right or wrong. There is just simply what is. And choosing the next thought, choosing the thought that's creating the next step in your future. As we become conscious of our creator selves, we awaken to the power that we have. We give thanks. Thank you for all the teachers and masters who have come before us, Ding Lamay, Padmasambhava, everyone in the entire lineage and all the lineages of master teachings that have been brought forth. So we have access to it in this now moment. We give thanks. Take a deep breath in. Exhale with a deep sigh. Allowing your body to relax. Nothing to do for the next 40 minutes, except relax and heal and raise your vibration. Now we'll go into the alternate nostril breathing, plugging the right nostril, inhaling through the left for 4. Hold 16. Exhale 8. When you're inhaling, place your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Calm the nervous system. And now just silently inside yourself, set your personal intention for the breathwork practice, what you hope to get out of today. Bring your shoulders back and down. Make sure your spine is straight. Feeling reverent inside your body temple. And as we get started, knowing that we build into our consciousness the things that we declare. I am eternal life. I am eternal love. I am peace, and peace dwells in me. I am power. I am wisdom. I am justice. I am that I am. I give thanks for all that ever was. I give thanks for all that is. And I give thanks for all that ever will be. I question not the divine love, the divine wisdom, the divine justice. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be blissful. May all beings be happy. Now we place our palms downward on the knees to get ready for the memory developing breath. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. Pulling that switch, together we exhale. Up. One more. Squeezing all the old air out. Just observing inside your body, watching, feeling. And now 2 more 7s. Together we exhale. And up. Last one. Rolling your shoulders back and relaxing right down, watching and observing. Feeling a smile spread across your face, thinking upward, feeling joyful. And now for our third set of 14, together we exhale, dropping the head and up. One more. Squeezing it all out. Resting, relaxing, smiling. And now preparing yourself for the final triumphant 7, giving it your very best. Together we exhale. And up. Last one. Breathing all the way out, squeezing all the old air out, breathing in a gentle breath and exhaling right down, resting, watching, feeling after. And now imagining this great light at the top of my head. The top of my head is heavy and relaxed. My forehead is heavy and relaxed. So I bring the light down, down. My face, my jaw gently drops. No pressure on the teeth. The arms and hands are very heavy. But oh, how happy I feel. I feel happy all over. Particularly in my beautiful face. My face is bathed in smiles. My whole body is bathed in the blushes of my smiles. I feel a gentle pressure from within outward. And this gentle pressure is taking away any little lines of care, worry, inner disappointment, anything negative. I relax right down as I take another deep breath in and I exhale with a sigh. Take a little breath and relaxing right down. And now mentally preparing ourselves for the second breath, the revitalizing breath. We stand. And now position our arms pulling downward, fingertips pulling down toward the ground as we're feeling upward toward the top of the head. Knees snapped back, everything tight. Thinking upward, pulling that switch. The thought, I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. Now all together we exhale. Squeezing it all out. Now breathing all the way in, keeping that position all the way in, all the way up, big sniff. We hold it. I am the master of my body. Pulling downward on the fingertips, feeling upward, feeling ourselves getting taller, rooting down. I am the master of my body. And now, all together, keeping that tension, together we exhale. A little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. Locking it up, swallowing. Take another little breath and a quick sigh. I am whole. Nothing is lacking. Nothing can be added. I am whole. I am perfect. Perfect as He is it. As our Father in heaven within me is perfect. I am perfect. I am strong, full of power. I am strength. I am powerful. Every cell in my body is a complete power plant working for me. I am powerful. I am harmonious. I'm in complete harmony with the laws of this universe. I am harmonious. I am loving. I am love moving, having its being. I am love, loved, loving. I am rich. In the many senses of the word, rich, abundant in all the good ways in this universe. I am rich. I am young. I am youthful. I'm activating youth inside my body and my mind. I am vibrant, vivacious youth, fearless youth, achieving youth. I am happy. I look happy. I feel happy, upward. I am happy. And now feeling these happy bubbles in every cell of my being, thinking upward, I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. And I lock it up, swallow, make it my own. Take another little breath and a quick sigh. As I prepare myself for the inspirational breath. We get ready. Bring us tight, position. Thinking upward, rooting downward. Now the inspirational breath. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. Now all together we exhale. Now breathing in slowly, we're raising our arms all the way up. All the way up, right thumb under the left, backs of the hands together. We get ready. Exhale in 4 parts. Now relaxing right down. I give thanks for my body. My body, the transcendently beautiful, the infinitely intricate, and the most gloriously accurate instrument in this entire universe. My body, the temple of the living God, the temple of the God that lives within me, that moves within me. I give thanks for my body. And now we take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh as we take another tiny little breath and a quick sigh, and we wake up quietly. And now we prepare for the 4th breath, the perfection breath position. Everything's tight, pulling down, thinking upward. And now we get ready. We bring our arms out in front, pulling that secret switch. And now the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. Together we exhale. Squeeze it all out. And now we're breathing all the way in, deep down into our belly, all the way up into our chest. Big sniff in the throat, all the way. We get ready. Swing number 1. Nice and controlled. Swing number 2, making our body into a cross. Swing number 3, make sure your shoulders are down. Arms at the sides, pulling downward on the fingertips. We exhale. And then we slowly relax right down. As now I prepare myself to think the greatest thought that I shall ever be able to think. Whatever the creator is, I am. Differentiated from all the other life forms in this universe. I am the creator in human form. The creator is right here, right in the heart of me, right in the mind of me, right in the being of me. Reveal thyself, O Lord of the eternal, Lord of my life. Thou that art the same yesterday, today, tomorrow, forever. Come, I wait, I watch. I will to see the creator at work inside my temple. And now feeling happy, giving thanks, feeling thankful, thinking upward. Slowly take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. Locking it up, swallowing. Another little breath and a quick sigh. So I prepare myself for the 5th breath, the vibromagnetic breath. Again, position, shoulders back and down. Everything is tight, buttocks are tight, knees snap back. Thinking upward. Now pulling that switch. And the thought, thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. And now together we exhale. Now breathing in, all the way in, all the way up, big sniff at the top. We get ready. Swing number one, palms facing each other. Swing number two. Swing number three. Arms at the sides. We exhale. And then relaxing right down. And now I am thinking of the loveliest thing that I have ever known. The loveliest thing that I have ever known. Here it comes from the vault of the past, clearly delineated before my mind, as if it happened a moment ago. I give thanks for my memory, my beautiful mind and my memory that stores every beautiful experience I've ever had. And now I let that vision return back to the vault of the past, from where it came. So I'm thinking upward. And I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. I lock it up. Take another little breath and a quick sigh. Okay, and now take a seat, staying in the energy for the Healing Breath Meditation by Ding LeMay. And Tibetan Horn by my friend Arjuna.
Now I'm thinking out through the right side of my head. I'm feeling out toward my right-hand neighbor. I'm feeling out through the right side of my head. And there it comes, that beautiful vibration, taking me away to the right, to the right, to the right. Seems as if I'm on the bosom of a great billow, going out over a far outstretching sea, right. Seems as if I'm on a cloud, going out endlessly through space, to the right, to the right, to the right. I am developing prana in the positive sense of my willpower. I am developing the origin of life, the current of life, the life current within me in the positive sense of my willpower. I am developing the current of the universe. I am developing the spirit of the current of the universe in the positive sense of my willpower. I feel a pushing out to the right side of my head. It grows a little faster, a little smoother, a little deeper. I am developing prana in the positive center of my willpower. And now, watching, I reverse the current. I'm feeling to the left. There it comes again. That beautiful vibration, taking me away to the left, to the left, to to the left. It seems as if I'm on the bosom of a great billow, going out over a far outstretching sea to the left. It seems as if I'm on a cloud, going out endlessly through space, to the left, to the left, to the left. But now I stop the current and I'm feeling down. There it comes from the top of my head, down, 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 the tips of my toes, and up around in front like a great wheel of golden light, coming down, 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 up around again, and I see that great light, and I bring it down, cleansing, 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 down, down, down to the soles of my feet. The Creator is within me, looking out on the universe with my eyes, listening to the sounds of the universe with my ears, thinking the thoughts of the universe with my mind, issuing the sounds of the universe through my throat. Purify thou my throat. The Creator is within me, doing the work of the universe with my hands. The Creator is within me, expressing through me. Whatever the Creator is, I am. I am perfect. As He, as it, that which I know, that which I feel within me is perfect. I am perfect mind in a perfect body. I am that I am, that I feel that I am. Now the body is in a liquid state, seemingly going in all directions, wheels within wheels. But I, seated triumphant within the citadel of my own spirit, mind crystally clear. So I bring that light again to the top of my head, and I bring it down with a slightly pressing sensation downward, to be met by a slightly resisting sensation upward. As we bring it down, not missing one cell in the body, cleansing, 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 down, down, down to the soles of my feet. And I see my whole body, this wide universe, be full of life, 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 the light of the divine wisdom that is in every living thing. But now I will fan the living flame that brings the light as feeling happy, imagining that I'm looking upward to the top of my head, giving thanks, the secret of the golden flower. Slowly, I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. Now I lock it up as I take another little breath and a quick sigh. I wake up slowly.
Now we'll move into the sixth breath, the cleansing breath, starting with the hands behind our back. And wake up quietly. Okay. Doing great, guys. For the cleansing breath, we start with our arms in the back, the right hand holding the left, pulling the elbows straight. The body is tight like all the other postures. Thinking upward, pulling that secret switch. And now the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. Together we exhale to make space. Squeeze it all out so the body naturally breathes in all the way into the belly, mid chest, throat, big sniff at the top. We get ready, we unlock, palms facing downward, swing number one, touch, swing number two, touch, swing number three, touch. Arms at the sides, we exhale. We slowly drop the hands. And now I imagine a great heat, the base of my spine. It's coming up and out, up and out. I feel a great heat that comes from the flame, that comes from the fire, that is in the center of centers of my inmost being. The fire of divine love within me. Within me. It's coming up and out, up and out. It's like a peacock feather of gold in my spine, coming up and out, up and out. Seems to strike upon the surface of my body, up and out. And now, a gentle breath in and a long, deep, sweeping sigh, letting your body completely relax and be loose. And a little breath and a quick sigh. As we begin to prepare ourselves for the seventh breath, the grand rejuvenation breath, we get ready, position, hands resting on the hips, elbows pointing forward. The grand rejuvenation breath. Pulling that secret switch, and now the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. All together we exhale. And now breathing all the way in as deeply into the belly as you could breathe, all the way up, big sniff at the top. We get ready, we drop the head forward and back, keeping our tension in our body, forward and back, forward and back. We stand upright, we exhale all that old air out. Squeezing every last drop out. And now we go forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. We stand upright, we inhale. And then we slowly relax right down. I am youth. I am youth. I thought my body wore out and grew old, like an old pair of shoes. But now I know. I know the secret. I am youth. Glorious, vibrant, radiant, vivacious youth. Fearless youth. Courageous youth. I give thanks for youth. And now, feeling happy, smiling, thinking upward, feeling grateful for youthing. Take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. Lock it up. Take another little breath. And a quick sigh, and wake up younger. Okay, so now the 8th breath, your own spiritual breath. This is the one with the feet apart, hip width apart. Same positioning, elbows pulled forward. Preparing yourself mentally for your own spiritual breath. Pulling that secret switch. And now the thought, I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. Together we exhale. Breathing in all the way into the belly, chest, throat, all the way up. We get ready to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. We stand center, we exhale. Slowly drop the hands. Now I'm thinking upward, the top of my head, and I'm thinking joy, joy, joy. And I'm feeling joy in every cell of my being. I'm activating every cell of my entire being with joy. And now I get ready, I send it out. I send it to all the students of mental physics, wherever they may be, all the students in all the classes around the world, wherever they might be. And now I see this light rolling out of its own nature, spreading out across my town, rolling out across my state. And now I'm seeing it rolling out, surrounding the entire planet. I see the entire planet full of light, the divine light that is in every living thing. And now I stand fast as this light returns to me, not from the one point from which I sent it, but from all the points. It's coming back, nearer, nearer, nearer. This light embraces me, charges every cell of my being, charging every cell of my physical body with the light of the divine wisdom, that love, that joy, that life that is in every living thing. And now feeling so grateful, thinking upward, smiling, feeling happy, I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. Take another little breath and a quick sigh. And I wake up gently. But Mindy, if you want to stay on and do the chanting. Here we go.
Now, my beloved, I ask us to have our eyes closed. I ask us in a moment of supreme inward delight to feel that as you may hear a sound, that you will enter the sound, that you will be conscious alone of the sound. And then, when I give you the instruction, then let the sound that you hear come forth from within you exactly as you hear it, exactly as you feel it. Let us then be still for a moment, supremely happy. Still chanting, you feel the vibration. Let us change it a little, and then let there be abundance of sound. And so, my beloved, we will close with that feeling. Let us be silent together. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks.
You.
See you next week.
See you next week.